Once it's loaded, we're out of here.
Radio Evan. We're after the center container.
Damn. Tell Evan there's some guy down there. He just took off running.
This is Chance Wayne. I'm not home right now. Leave your name and number and I'll get back to you.
Chance, this is Hector Hernandez. I found the murder of my daughter, Sharon. 5 years we've been looking and we were right. It's Evan Long. I'll call you every hour. Adios, my friend.
Getting real tired of you, Hermano. Think it's time for you to join the choir, muchacho.
Okay, I'm personally gonna take care of this one. Chili, I want you to drive.
Right.
The rest of you get in the van and follow us.
You got it, Evan.
Send the load! Mark the spot! We're gonna have to come back!
Neck wounds, both carotid arteries and jugular veins slit. Pharynx and esophagus eviscerated, probably post-mortem mutilation. Apparent petechial hemorrhaging. I'm sorry, Hector. I really screwed up. I'll find out who did this, and that's a promise.
Hey, Pop, what do you think you're doing?
Watch that sinkhole! You lost one.
Something I can do for you, Pop.
Sheriff's Department retired.
Well, if you're retired, go peel an apple or something. This is federal land. It's my crime scene, so, move out of it.
I hear you talking.
Go on, get out of here.
What is your name, sir?
He's Cam Cavanaugh, federal investigator. I'm Jojo Golina, assistant U.S. attorney.
But I need to establish a time of death, but this looks pretty fresh to me. Maybe an hour or two.
12 hours would be my guess.
Either get out of my crime scene or go to jail.
Oh, you sure are using up a lot of oxygen, Mr. Cavanaugh. You gotta simmer down. This is not a crime scene, it's a dump site. From them little fish bites, I'd say somebody dumped him out in the bay and then he floated in. Now, the maggot larvae, that's at least 2 generations, and since it breeds every 6 hours, it's been at least 12 hours since he was washed up here. Now, the next thing that you got wrong is the knifing was post-mortem. He was strangled and knifed.
Says who, Pop?
Them petechial hemorrhages on the eyeballs, you see them little blood vessels, they bust on the cornea. The only way that happens is with strangulation. Now, the third thing that you got wrong is, I'm not your pop. Although I might enjoy that, as it would give me some jurisdiction over that huge hole in your head you keep bellowing out of. Ma'am?
Sheriff?
What a joke.
She was so beautiful, Sharon, but now, oh, God forgive me, maybe he is better off where he is now. Maybe he is with her. Maybe they both have found some peace now.
Peace without justice? No. There's no such thing.
You have lost so much yourself. You lost your wife to a disease, your son in Vietnam. You are the only one left who cares.
And I'm so sorry, Helena. But the next time that I come, I'm gonna bring some justice. I'm gonna find out who killed Hector, and you can count on it.
Oh, you're not gonna believe this. I just checked Hector Hernandez's phone machine. Used his retrieval code. There's a message on it from Chance Wayne. So now I say we close the account in full.
The parameters of this case are fairly simple. The plaintiff, Buck, contends that his valuable stamp was lying in an ashtray and was used by his brother Billy to send a postcard to his brother Bobby. The defendant, Billy, claims that the stamp, valued at $100, should not have been lying in that ashtray, and Bobby says that he is now the owner because it was affixed to a postcard addressed to him. However, the plaintiff did own the stamp, so the court finds that the stamp still belongs to Buck, and Granddad will take everybody to the park on Sunday and supply lunch. No hugging the judge until the court is dismissed.
Oh! You used to run a much tougher court, Bob.
Well, I've mellowed since I retired, Chance.
Uncle Chance! Hey, Uncle Chance.
Hey, you guys getting big.
I'll be right back. I gotta supervise the verdict. Come on, guys.
Catch you later.
All righty.
I'm glad you came by. I'm worried about him. He's been getting phone calls. Threats on his life. And the doctor says his blood pressure is high. So he's got to reduce stress. And I thought that maybe you could rein him in because he's always listened to you.
Yeah, he listened to me, then he did whatever he wanted to, but I'll give it a shot.
Thanks.
Justice is swift. They're outside playing. Case closed.
Well, you guys make yourselves at home.
Thank you. You know, Ann says that somebody's been threatening your life.
A little threat every now and then is good for a guardian of justice. If I wasn't getting threatened, I'd be worried I wasn't doing a good job. I'm not worried.
Is that why you're wearing that round wheel on your ankle?
Well, at least if I go, I won't be hiding behind the curtains.
Yeah, well, Ann also said that your blood pressure's up.
Sure hope you ain't gonna charge me for this visit.
I just don't want you to pitch forward into a plate of pasta.
Sawbuck says I'm below 180 over 90.
Bob, when I start taking bets on your blood pressure, you got my permission to hook me up to my car exhaust. It's probably just the thrill and the excitement of seeing me, that's all. So, who's threatening your life? Maybe I'll give you a hand there.
You remember John Paper Collar Dolan, a.k.a. Tidewater Dolan, fit-throwing Dolan, half a dozen other scumball aliases?
It's kind of hard to forget the best bunco player in 5 states. Till you maxed him out.
Well, he's rejoining society today at noon. There's a wine and cheese reception outside the prison gate. You want to go?
Oh, he's a gas bag. He's not a killer.
Prison changes people. Anyway, I figured we go over to the prison, give him a little backseat attitude check, like we did in the old days when we were cops together.
Why not? No. The doctor said I had to quit. I just like to roll him. Kind of stupid, isn't it?
I hear some guy named Hernandez got himself killed and that you've been out flapping your wings over the body. That wouldn't be Sharon's father, would it?
Yeah, it's 5 years since she was murdered and I still haven't solved it. Hector and I was working on it. Now somebody's killed him. See, I think Hector found something and it got him killed. We've both been trying to find Evan long now. He picked up Evan's trail.
Good. It's down.
Better be. Here comes your boy.
Stay cool, Leland.
have we got here? The Polygrip twin. What do I owe this pleasure?
Well, we just wanted to welcome you to the free world, John. Make sure you didn't stumble on your first day out.
I'm totally rehabilitated. My self-awareness is in the green. I'm a self-actualized vanilla sundae with a whole bunch of new skills.
What kind of new skills?
I can shower with my back against the wall and pick up wet soap with my toes.
Hopefully out here you won't need those skills.
Bob says that his life has been threatened. You know anything about that?
Bob, I bear you no ill will, even though you maxed me out. I think the years I spent in this prison forged my personality, made a whole new person out of me. And that person respects the law and yearns to contribute to society.
Well, that certainly makes all the years I spent on the bench seem worthwhile.
Oh, and they were worthwhile, Bobby. They were years spent allocating justice. Oh, I respect that. I respect that with my entire being. Well, hey, I have a business appointment downtown, and if you guys would be kind enough to give me a lift and,
A business appointment in that suit?
Well, why not? I wouldn't let him sit behind me, Bobby.
Gee, out only a few minutes and already gainfully employed.
Oh, but that makes you feel proud, doesn't it, Bobby?
Beyond proud. I'm orgasmic.
Pink, huh? Well, thank you, gentlemen. It's been grand. Seems like ages, doesn't it? But then again, it was a long sentence, Bob.
Ah, but you've weathered it with great style, Johnny. I'm proud of you.
Oh, and I'm proud of both of you. I mean, still smiling after being kicked out of your jobs by an ungrateful system just because you're over 60? Oh.
That's one of the nice benefits of a life of crime. No forced retirement.
Well, I've got to go. Chance, Bob, it's been a groove and a gas.
Yeah, another minute and I was going to need an insulin shot.
What a yellow piece of phlegm. Come on, I want to go check out this so-called business meeting.
I was going to take you to lunch, Bob.
Ah, Chance, this grunge has pushed my numbers up 40 points.
It's your blood pressure.
A job? A job, Chance? What kind of job you think this hairbag's got? He's probably selling rowboats to Bedouins. So, you didn't notice him, huh?
As I recall, John always named his bogus companies with letters, like his real estate company was LMA, Land Management Associates, right?
Yeah, the swampland deal.
Well, here's PBL Inc. That kind of sounds like John, doesn't it?
That's probably him. Let's go.
You mind meditating first? I don't want to get stuck giving you CPR.
I'll meditate in the elevator. Let's go.
Calm down, Norm. Calm down.
He's in there.
Norm, the check is in the mail.
Hey, I am not a non-profit comedian. I work for cash, Bunky. You understand? Now, you pay me or I don't do the gig in Naples. I mean it.
Gentlemen.
Satisfied employee?
No, just a little screw-up.
Gee, Johnny, you got quite a layout here. Yes, sir. Quite a layout. Of course, I don't know about that, turquoise and black outfit sort of makes you look like a molting peacock.
Kind of a funky chic look, huh?
What do we got here, huh?
Welcome to PBL Inc.
Let me guess. Psychobabble Limited.
Police Benefit League. Yes, we've been running the business now for what, 2 years?
From inside prison.
Well, it's been part of my rehabilitation.
Who, I hesitate to ask, does a police benefit league benefit?
Oh, it benefits the police, I would imagine, don't you, Bob?
Well, even more than that, it benefits the widows and orphans of slain police officers. Yes, we give benefits with celebrity performers.
Like who, for instance?
Now, listen, I hate like hell to ask you to vanish, but Florence and I have to go over a lot of things. After all, this has been 7 years, man.
Oh, well, again, my ears are red with embarrassment.
Bob, I think we should just let John here get back to his charitable work.
Trouble?
Weirdos, orphans. What's next? A blind man in a tin cup? I'm gonna nominate this guy for prison homecoming queen.
Now just calm down. Just calm down. Now take a deep breath and go. Oh, just feel into it.
This guy doesn't drive you nuts.
Well, of course he does. But I'm not going to get a coronary over it. Come on.
Oh, come on.
Bob, there is a way to slow him down.
How's that?
Hello. Hello. Hello.
How's that?
Well, you're still an officer of the court, right?
Yeah, I'm on the roster as a rent-a-judge.
Rent-a-judge?
That means that I can rent my services out to whoever wants to shorten their time on the court calendar.
Well, why don't you contact his parole board and get John Dolan assigned to you? You be his parole agent. That way you can hold his leash. Huh?
Hey, that's pretty straight thinking on your part. I can't help you with that.
Well, I know that.
That couldn't have been Dolan, could it?
I don't know if I'm going to press charges for this drive-by shooting, Mr. Dolan. But you got a lot of monikers. Paper Collar John. What's that mean?
Oh, well, in the late 30s, early 40s, when I first started grifting, I was 13. The men wore clip-on paper collars. And it was said that I could change personalities quicker than a paper collar. A supreme compliment. Of course, I've been totally rehabilitated since then due to the psychiatric benefits of our prison system.
Well, this is some record.
To deceive is to enchant, Miss Henry.
What a charming insight.
Is there anything else, Miss Henry?
Can you believe this? Now he's quoting Plato. Next thing you know, she'll be taking him out for a poetry reading. He's laughing at us.
Bob,
he knows we're back here.
Will you just take another pill? You got me worried. I don't know. Why don't we just put an end to this legal exercise? He's got an alibi. We both know he's not a shooter.
Yeah. Are these ADAs getting younger? This girl looks like she should be conducting the interview with pom-poms.
Well, it's the new America. You gotta get used to it, Bob. Everybody looks like they're under 30. Excuse me, miss. We've decided that it's not him. So, John, why don't you just pick up your stuff at the desk. We'll give you a lift home, and we'll meet you outside.
Ah, gentlemen, you show wisdom almost beyond your years. And Miss Henry, you've made a difficult situation into a delightful interlude.
I'll show you out.
Well, maybe we gotta look at another possibility. If that wasn't John after you, then maybe those shots were meant for me. Now, Hector called me. He left a message. He said that he'd found Evan Long. And somebody took Hector down, took him down hard. Probably Evan. Maybe he's got me linked in somehow.
My doctor says I should avoid stress. I bet this qualifies as stress.
Hernandez family. I owe them. 2 of them dead. I feel responsible. Oh, I don't know. I just don't trust myself the way I used to. I'm losing topspin. I can't remember things. I make lists and then forget where to put them.
How's your blood pressure?
Oh, it's good.
You sure?
Yeah, I can't eat sauces and strawberries because of my diverticulitis. Every time it flares up, the doctor says I gotta go to the Gerbers. I'm spooning down creamed corn and applesauce. Now, how's a guy on baby food gonna find a bastard like Evan Long? Bob, I need your help, but I'm worried about you.
Yeah, well, we're a couple of sad old ducks, ain't we? Is it just me? Are you two guys trying to ruin my first day out?
Oh, it's gonna get better, Johnny. I made a call about an hour ago, and guess what?
You finally won the lottery.
Better! Your parole office wants you to have a new parole agent. Want to guess who got the button?
Why do I get the feeling it's you, Bobby?
'Cause it is, Johnny. I figured that you could start by explaining this widows and orphans thing to me.
Come on, fellas. It's been a long day. John, why don't Bob and I take you to the dog track over in TJ? We go every Saturday, and since Bob is your parole agent, he can approve it. Give everybody a chance to cool down a little.
Dog racing? You guys go dog racing?
Yeah.
Hello, Normal.
What is it?
Well, this is a thing that measures your blood pressure.
Let me have that. I think mine's gone up a bit.
Mr. Glass, Jojo Galena, Assistant U.S. Attorney. It's nice to meet you. How was your trip from Washington?
This is one screwed to hell scenario you've got here. I understand you even had a tip and booted it. Who fumbled it?
Well, sir, it was on my watch, so I guess I did.
What was your name again? Somebody write this down.
Am I getting demerits?
Just give me the name, lady. Save the flip remarks for the yo-yos at happy hour.
Boom. Okay. Am I right? Or what, huh?
I'm Angus Glass, Senior Investigator with Justice GS-13. And I'm here to kick butt. You people have leprosy. I'm the leprosy doctor. The only way you're gonna leave this leper colony is by producing. Are we straight so far, people? Any questions?
Sir, we're assuming that this robbery was not to steal milk products. What was actually in that container? Was it federal payroll?
Any other questions? Or comments? This case is a career wrecker. If it gets booted, there'll be massive collateral damage. I will not be affected by its failure because in failure, I will waste all of you.
Achtung! Achtung! We will now work on getting rid of our aggressions. I want you to take your Nerf balls and throw them as hard as you can at the cutout of the evil professor. On 3. And remember, no throwing the blocks. 1, 2, 3.
That was great. That's terrific, Todd. See, that's why we're all here, to share our feelings. Now, since it's almost lunchtime, I want us to take out our lunches, we'll sit back in our seats, and then we're gonna play Famous Americans, all right? Everybody think of some famous American that they admire.
Hannibal Lecter.
Let's think of famous non-cannibals. Okay, give me some more names now, and I'll put them up on the board.
I thought he did.
Hey, Chancey, how you been?
Oh, fair to middling. You getting combat pay, Mo?
Look, class will be over in a few. You stay right here, I'll catch up. Deviled ham, I'd have probably thrown it out too.
Career day, that's interesting. What is it?
Well, for instance, this kid wants to be a hangman. Missed a career by a scant 100 years. But maybe with a little bit of counseling, we could convince him to be a dental surgeon.
I can't believe it. The best criminal profiler in the U.S., and you're ducking deviled ham sandwiches.
These kids have such low self-images. Someone's got to try and help them.
Moach, I could use a little help myself. There's an autopsy tonight at 6 o'clock. I'd like to get in and witness it. And also, I need you to start a criminal profile for me, huh?
Criminal profile. Wow, I sure miss that feeling.
One of those 15 open cases, maybe?
Yeah, it's Hector Hernandez, Sharon's dad. And if you come up dry, I won't throw a sandwich at you.
I don't want you to meet someone. Hi, honey. Hi. Honey, this is Chance Wayne, longtime good friend, my assistant, Heather Lapointe.
Pleased to meet you.
Ma'am?
Come, let's go.
What exactly does she assist you with, Moach?
Everything you can think of.
Stop bragging. Autopsy's at 6. At the morgue. I'm missing a beat somewhere.
I will pay you half of what you're asking. Your initial figure was ridiculous.
Yeah, well, I'm afraid that my deal is non-negotiable. The package gets into Somalia with the food in 2 days. There's no end-user problems. You got total flexibility. It's too good a deal to pass up there, Dieter. I'm taking all the risk, from the theft right down to the delivery. Oh, and one more thing. I didn't come here to haggle with you. You know what I mean?
Okay. Deal.
Good. I'll call you 2 hours before we leave. I want you to get some expendable labor. You gotta get the package out of the valley. I'm gonna start sealing up some of the loose ends. Now, it's too bad that we missed Chance Wayne the other night. We're not gonna get a better chance. Got that nasty little thread still hanging over at BWP. We're gonna have to use him up.
You got it, Chief.
Hey, where you going, sport?
Going to that big power plant in the sky. Let's go.
So how long has the coroner's lap been on for? I've been wandering around on 2 for 20 minutes.
It's always been on 4.
Don't tarnish your legend, gents. Ed Hagman.
Thanks for letting us ride the jump seat.
Hey, no problem, Mr. Wayne. What is it you're looking for?
Won't know until I see it.
Chance. I want to start with victimology. Uh-oh. Borrow your glasses? Left mine at the motel. Thanks. Whoa, what are these?
4s?
I use 3s. Okay. We're gonna study the victim's habits. Maybe we'll find out something about the killer. Example. What do you do for a living?
Commercial fisherman.
Smell this. What do you think?
That's a chemical of some kind. Pretty strong. Seawater didn't wash it out.
Ed, you run me a lab analysis on this shirt, please. Find out all you can.
Yeah, sure.
Now, people make thousands of choices every day, but why did Hector choose these clothes? I mean, everything's tan. Tan shirt, tan jacket, tan pants.
So maybe he didn't want to be seen. Maybe he was in a field, something, trying to blend in.
You have a sweater knack for these cowboys now. You come here often?
Yeah, too often. Now, the smell in his clothes could be photography fixer.
Well, you were right about the petechial hemorrhaging chance. Definitely a post-mortem knife wound. Looks like he got him from behind. Incision lower right, upper left.
Left-handed cut.
Right.
Let's work on a left-handed profile.
Why would he strangle him and then cut his throat?
Cut him to bleed him out?
Well, maybe he wanted to move him. And if that was his reason, the perp could be a pro.
Hagman, hi.
told you to get the hell off this case. What are you doing here?
Ignoring the advice.
It's not advice. It's an order. Find a bench someplace and watch pigeons.
I got a life improvement tip for you, Mr. Cavanaugh. You're gonna see a whole lot better if you remove them shades inside at night.
Yeah, well, let me give you a little tip, all right?
Shut up. We came here to get the results of the autopsy, all right?
It's getting kind of crowded in here, Moach. Let's mosey.
Hagman, what do you know about that guy?
Well, the cowboy is only about the best lawman this county ever had. Name's Chance Wayne.
Ooh, I'm impressed.
Well, you know, only 15 cases got by him, and rumor has it that he's got permission from the sheriff to work him in his retirement. Never forgot a fact.
Wow. Well, what about the other guy?
Oh, Dr. Akira Mochizuki. Did all the criminal profiling till he hit 65 and had to retire. And I'll tell you what, between those two guys and Judge Maximum Bob Smith, they're about the best this county ever had.
Big deal.
Oh, thanks. Cam, get the results and call me in the morning. Mr. Wayne?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Hi, I just found out who you are. Mr. Hagman says that you never forgot a fact. What's wrong?
Well, I can't remember where I parked my car. I thought I parked it over there by the service road, but it's not there.
The pink caddy that I saw you in yesterday morning?
Yeah.
Is that it over there, right across the street?
How in the world?
It's all right. I mean, that happens to everyone.
Well, never used to happen to me. It's very nice seeing you again, Miss...
Golina.
Golina, yeah. That's it. Uh-huh. I knew it started with a G. Oh, yeah. All right. You're on the list. I won't forget it now. I used to lose my list. Arnold, thanks for including me in the squeal.
Bet, Chance. Sharon Hernandez is still on the board with your name under it.
Yeah.
This is her dad's car. Homicide been notified.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, Moach forgot to give me back my new glasses. Yeah, let's make these do.
Search path right over here, Chance. Nobody use this door. Lock's down.
Pretty soon you're gonna start showing up on my nightmares, Pop.
Agent Cavanaugh, we cut a crime path around the back there so that nobody would go contaminating the crime scene. Now, I hate to complain, but you're putting your fingerprints all over the steering wheel.
What crime scene? I don't see a body.
We're pretty sure that this red goop you're standing in ain't taco sauce.
Who's this? Dr. Watson?
That's Judge Smith. He's about to take your shoes.
You wish.
Agent Cavanaugh, we got a chain of evidence problem here. Now, you stood in the blood. In court, we got to prove that that's your footprint and not the killer's. I'm afraid we're going to have to log them loafers in as evidence. Hope they didn't cost too much. Arnie, help Agent Cavanaugh with his loafers, please.
Don't try it, Smokey.
Hey, Bob. Looky here.
I'll take that. This is still a federal case.
Judge, I think you better give this boy another curbside ruling.
This appears to be the original site of the Hernandez killing. This car is parked in county territory, giving the sheriff's department jurisdiction in the entire case.
Now that we have established our jurisdiction, I'm not going to say this twice, Mr. Kavanaugh. Give me your shoes and that camera, and then just step back, because now you're in my crime scene.
This is a federal case, okay? It's tied into a federal train robbery.
What train robbery?
Shut up, Bruno.
Nothing.
In that case, Arnold, get the camera and Investigator Kavanaugh's shoes, and then show these boys the gate.
Stinks.
There they are. Predictable as flies on garbage. These boys couldn't catch a cold in December.
I'm gonna get a federal restraining order on you, too. Now give us the camera.
Bob, I think you better quote this twit some more script.
Can't keep us out. Got legal precedent. Jonathan Lewis versus the U.S. government in 1984. In this case, Jonathan Lewis, a milkman, was arrested for passing into a federal stakeout and held for 18 hours in a federal office building without being charged. The U.S. District Court of Maryland found that this was an irrational act and that the U.S. government was guilty of overstepping the boundaries of its authority over its citizens.
Big deal.
I never heard of that case.
Made it up. Had trouble getting the camera open.
You did get to film. It's a good thing, or I'd have had your butt. Yeah.
We need to talk.
Well, come in, miss. Come in. It's pretty damn breathtaking, isn't it? You want my decorator's name?
It'd be better if you straightened up a little.
No, I have enough trouble remembering where to put things as it is.
What do you shoot with that?
You know, when I was a boy, my dad taught me to shoot with that rifle. He said he could pick a fly off a buffalo's nose at 1,000 yards. Guess maybe he could. Well, Miss Golina, what can I do for you?
I want the film.
Well, I think maybe you better see your investigators, Kavanaugh and Bruno. They took the camera.
Well, you know, when they got to the office, that camera was empty.
A lot of disappointment in law enforcement.
That's rich.
Water?
Mr. Wayne, I'm in some career trouble. I don't want to bore you with the particulars, but we got a federal gunslinger in from Washington, a GS-13 named Angus Glass, and basically, he's about to ice my career.
Are we talking about Hector Hernandez's murder? Or are we talking about the federal train robbery?
What do you mean? There isn't any federal train robbery.
I may not be able to digest fried food, but I could still digest facts.
Such as?
Such as they don't send GS-13s down from D.C. to supervise the murder of a Mexican fisherman. And such as I haven't had an 8 a.m. house call from an assistant U.S. attorney in 45 years of law enforcement. And such as Kavanaugh and Bruno wouldn't be running around like a couple of castrated hamsters just because Hernandez got murdered. And for your information, your boy Bruno spilled the beans about that federal train robbery. Excuse me. I lost him.
I looked up Hernandez in the state police records. His daughter Sharon was killed 7 years ago while attending Pacific Southwest University. You got the case. You made the arrest of a grad student named Devin Long. But the file says he was immediately turned over to the federal government because of national security.
The feds waltzed him right out of my jail. There was nothing I could do.
You know, you interest me. You and Judge Smith and Moshizuki, I mean, you guys are like law enforcement legends.
Is there something specific that you want, Miss Golina?
But the short tell is, I would rather work with you guys than with Bruno and Kavanaugh. And they don't know what the hell's going on. These GS6s are rotated out every 18 months. They have no street sources. I mean, they don't even know how to find the address of a crime scene.
We're going to take John Dolan to the dog races across the border. It's a kind of a combination apology and parole meeting. Why don't you come along? You can see this bunch of law enforcement legends firsthand.
Here comes the rabbit. And they're off. Out of the box and down the front stretch. It's number 8, Jungle Jim, with number 3, Swan.
Johnny, I don't want to spoil your appetite, but I got a list of PBL benefits thrown last year. You guys threw one in Durham. The only thing is I can't find a license for you to do business in North Carolina. Now,
well, at least you'll have something to go to bed with.
You bet.
Thank you.
What are you eating, French fries
No,
now?
no, these are for JoJo. You know I don't eat anything fried in oil.
When's the wheelchair competition begin? Listen, Bob, since we were talking about the finer points in PBL, I've been in contact with Sheriff Elmer Whitaker about having him do right here in San Diego.
So what are you telling me for?
Well, he said that since you're my parole officer, if you said yes, he'd sign off on it.
Well, I figure I'll say yes about the same time Palm Beach gets a black mayor.
Oh, you are cynical, man. No, see, the idea is I want to present Chance with the Elliot Ness Law Enforcement Emeritus Award right there at the banquet. You know, brass plaque, newspaper reporters, the whole thing.
How do you think of all this stuff?
I want to honor Chance for a lifetime of busting felons, man.
Well, you're a felon. Why don't you do a testimonial?
Well, he won't have to, because I don't want to be a part of this scam.
Oh, gee, that's too bad, Chance. Yeah, because there's a cash endowment goes with the Ness Award. $10,000. No matter. Just remember, you're my first choice.
Number 5. Number 5.
Yes!
Big Bad John wins again.
Number 5. Big 5.
You didn't get our bet down, did you?
Yep, just before they closed.
No, thanks a lot.
We're gonna stick to Lotto, boys.
But losers again? How about a nacho bar?
Now get out of there, John.
Chance, you got 3 tacos.
They got plenty of them up there, John.
John, you can share my French fries, all right?
You are a darling.
Don't feed the animals, JoJo.
You know, I really could help you guys. Bet 5s. 5. Now that's the trip.
Oh, you're a hunch better. I thought you were slicker than that.
I'm cashing my tickets in, and you're tearing yours up.
Hey, Bobby, what you taking there?
Well, these are Vasitech, that's Lamotech, high blood pressure. And this little red doohickey here I got from the health food store, and that helps me poop.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Can I try some of those?
Oh, sure, son. Take a few for the weekend.
Ah, thanks, man.
Yeah, what is that, James?
Well, this white one is for my diverticulitis, and these 2 little blue ones is for my arthritic knee. You remember that brawl back in '56, John, the first time that I busted you for running the boiler room and I blew my knee out chasing you?
It wasn't one of my finer operations.
Why don't you give me one of them blue ones? My elbow's been killing
Oh,
me.
yeah. Won't hurt anything. They're not prescription.
What is that, Mooch?
These are synthetic rejuvenators that I'm testing for the FDA.
Oh, is that what cocks the hammer in your pistol?
Let me try
give me one of those. How quick do they work?
Fellas, strictly for experimental use right now. Sorry.
You guys are really a laugh. I mean, here you are, exchanging medicine like a bunch of old ladies, afraid to eat fried foods. You've got to learn to live a little. Come on.
You keep eating those French fries, you're gonna need a bypass.
Amen.
And now, I'm gonna go cash in.
And they're coming around the final turn. It's number 5 in the lead. Number 3 is second with number 1 going ahead. And at the finish,
You believe the day that I'm having? Fine, what about that puppy? $50 on the nose, man. Well, how are you doing, Bob? I mean, you bet 5, didn't you?
You keep it up, John. Your parole evaluation hearing is going to come up between races.
And number 3 paid $3.80 to show. Get your bets down.
Well, I think I'll cash in again.
Okay, trust, right? Go ahead.
I want to know about that train robbery.
It was federal payroll. They were shipping in a dairy container, and it was lifted off by a helicopter.
There are your train robbers, gang.
I know this guy.
You do?
Yeah. Hollis something, I don't know. He was in with me, a short timer. Hard case, get down robber.
You know anybody that knows him so we can get a line on him?
Yeah, I'll have a look around if you'll reconsider the PBL Awards banquet.
Here we go again, guys.
Okay, I'll reconsider it. I'll think about it. But you work both sides of the street, and we'll drop an anvil on you.
I'm thrilled, Chance. I am really thrilled.
I'm fibrillating.
5s, Bob. $5,000.
Look at these idiots. They're gonna end up glowing in the dark.
Mucho cuidado con el van. Eso, apúrate ya. Venga para acá. ¿Dónde lo quiere, jefe?
Atrás de la casa.
Ok, muchachos, atrás.
Ándale.
Apúrate. Para arriba.
Rápido.
Adelante, va este camino, dele.
Thank you, Rich. Michelle.
Yes.
Listen. Now, when I ask for change, would you be so kind as to bring me this bill?
Okay.
I'll be sitting right over there with 3 other guys.
All right, great.
Okay. Thank you, sugar.
You're welcome.
He said he found the guy?
That's what he said.
You know, you guys remind me of a bowling team. Don't you ever go around with women?
You said he was here. Where is he?
Yeah, he's just going over to the bar now. Guy in a leather jacket. His name is Hollis Davis, according to the bartender. I walked by him 3 times, didn't recognize me.
Well, I say we sit on him, see where he goes.
Oh, by the way, Bob, they sell lottery tickets over at the bar. And since you go for those sucker bets, I thought maybe you'd like to buy one. Just remember to ask for lots of 5s.
Well, why buy 5s?
Don't you mean, Bob? He's screwing with us.
You mean, why is 5 a better number? I mean, is that the question? That's unbelievable.
Why, pray tell, is a 5 a better number than anything else?
Just let it be, okay?
Because, Bobby, the number 5 appears most frequently in any random selection of numbers. It's just been scientifically proven. Everybody on the planet knows it, except, I guess, you guys.
You want to bet?
Oh, come on, man.
No. You think I'm born under a mushroom somewhere. I say, let's go. I bet $50.
Okay.
How can you prove it?
Well, we'll use the serial numbers on this bill.
Oh,
Okay.
get real,
No.
doofus. We're not using your bill.
Miss, would you bring me a change for a 10, please? 5 and some 1s. Okay? Does that make you feel better now?
It certainly does.
All right. Now, I say there's more 5s on this bill than any other number.
We're talking only serial number.
Only serial number.
I got it.
I got a little bet myself.
To cover you. Read 'em and weep.
Very good. cleaners, babe.
What?
What?
There are 4 5s on this bill.
Get out of here. How'd you do that?
Simple mathematics and the random choice probability curve. I think your boy is leaving now. Good luck.
Oh, come on, you're going with me.
Where do I have to go with you guys?
I'm your parole officer, sir, and you, my dear man, are in flagrant violation of your parole.
For what?
Gambling in an establishment that serves liquor. Besides, you're loaded with the evidence. This is a bust.
Ed Bob Smith.
Coach, give me the pictures.
Right.
Well, this keeps getting better. Let's go.
I'm on point. Let me go first. You cover me. I'll keep John with me.
Right.
They're gonna protect you with that low-cal hooker gun, are you?
You better use this.
I don't think I should be here, man.
That's Hector's boat. He took me out on it once. Ready?
Yeah.
You all right? How can you ask me that? I'm leaking like a bag of sand.
Hey, Chance! Give me one of them guns, man! Come on, Chance! You're getting away!
Here, Chance. Do it.
Well, you're his parole officer. Let's go.
This gun is lobbing its shell, man.
Yeah. You're pulling right. You gotta aim low and fire slow.
Listen, I didn't see you hitting anything out there, Chance. Maybe you should have worn your glasses.
You all right?
Yeah. You'll be all right. Might clean through.
Used to shooting a 900. Didn't get a shot off.
Hey, you were always the first one through the door, Pard. You're the best.
You two guys bonding? You are bonding, aren't you? Ah, that's beautiful. That's really beautiful.
My blood pressure's going down. That mean anything?
Get him to the hospital, Moach. I want to see what they were after on the boat.
Right now.
Thanks for the backup, John.
I didn't hit anything. I never could shoot straight.
Well, nobody would expect you to. You're a con man. It's the thought that counts. That's where he developed the pictures. Maybe there's some negatives or prints around.
Hmm. You know, one of those pistolocos in the prison used to hide their valuables behind a picture of Jesus. What we got here? Huh? Yeah. Hey.
Evan Long. Hector did find it. That's why he called me. I knew it.
That looks like the nuclear power plant at San Onofre.
Yeah, nuclear power plant. Somebody's estate. What the hell's going on? Let's get out of here.
You bet. Let's go.
Well, Mr. Kavanaugh, we seem to be on the same schedule.
Well, that's going to change. Miss Galena, you're relieved of your duties and on suspension.
Under what section and clause?
I'll think of something. Start with disobeying a direct order. Agent Kavanaugh, put Miss Galena under arrest.
Cam, you lay a hand on me and I'll file false arrest charges against you.
Hey, let's lighten up, fellas. Mose? You see, we have a kind of a protective feeling for this lady.
Arrest her, Agent Kavanaugh. That's an order.
Hey, just a second.
Elmer, got a problem?
I'm Elmer Whitaker, Sheriff of San Diego County. Something we can do for you, sir.
I'm Angus Glass, GS-13.
We got a problem with the federal government here, Mr. Glass?
It's way over your head. This cadaver is part of a federal investigation.
Oh, well, then you got a federal case number.
It's a C number, classified.
Unless you can give me a case number or damn good reason why I should think otherwise, I'll have to ask you and your investigator to vacate these premises while my coroner completes his examination, Mr. Glass.
Have an apple, Mr. Glass. Right-handed. Too bad.
Better go deal with this. You give me a lift?
You bet.
Chance, this guy can't be Chili Delgado, even though his prints and his dental say he is.
How's that?
Well, his background file says Chili Delgado was in an institution for alcoholism, 85 to 87. During that time, his kidney shut down, and they had to remove one. I mean, someone's been screwing with the NCI computer, because this guy's still got both of his.
Hey, Chaps, you got a minute? This fella John Dolan called me like you suggested.
Like I suggested.
Yeah, he throws shindigs at the college auditorium. He sells seats for $10, raises money for widows and orphans of dead police, sheriffs, deputies. He wants to give Bob the Thurgood Marshall Jurist of the Year Award. Pretty great honor, don't you think?
Yeah.
The $10,000 cash prize.
Really? Miss Galena, how many seats do you figure is in that college auditorium?
Well, without counting, I'd say about 600.
600 at $10 a ticket, that's $6,000.
Yes, and we get half of that for the widows and orphans by contract.
Okay, 3,000. Now, of the $3,000 that's left, Bob gets 10? I don't know much about throwing benefits, but something stinks here, I can tell you that.
I never thought of that. You're right, I'll tell him no.
You don't like John very much, do you?
Well, honey, I've been trying for 15 years not to like him, but I just can't help myself. John Dolan's not an easy man to dislike. Maybe that's why he's such a good hustler.
You got the job done?
The nuclear power rods are at the bottom of the pool. Yep, our old CIA duty station. This place sure brings back some memories. Man, we sure had some good times back then, didn't we? Yeah, it sure was a good life till you decided to hit the chicken switch.
You dated innocent co-eds and killed them for kicks, like Sharon Hernandez. You were hitting a lot of soft targets back then, Evan.
I don't need a high colonic. Not from a guy who's selling out his country to a bunch of terrorists. Because the agency's cutting back and he's out.
We need to get the merchandise out of San Diego by this time tomorrow. Take care of these people before you go.
Oh, I'll do this first guy, Chance Wayne. Just for fun. He's on my unfinished business list, but these other two, I don't know, why them?
They're retired cops, but they're a lot sharper than the guys I've got. If we leave them on the board, they'll figure it out.
There's always a need for covert ops. Sometimes I think the reason I was put on this earth was to float the guys that figured out what you were up to.
I'm sorry, Ann. I didn't mean to get him hurt.
You too. You're like old greyhounds at the dog track. Here comes the rabbit. You've got to run. It's in your blood. Hi, Moj.
Hi, Annie. Meet Jojo Galena, Assistant U.S. Attorney.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Is Bob away?
He's in the living room taking his blood pressure. What's left to measure. Come on in.
Appelez-vous.
Judge, how are you feeling?
I don't know whether the route for this to go up or down. Have a seat, Miss Galena.
Well, we got a big hit off the federal computer, guys. The blade to take down Hector was a linoleum knife. Now, there were killings in 5 other places where the victim was taken down from behind with a linoleum knife.
You check on those towns for military bases?
Yeah, the CIA has duty stations at each of those towns. You know, I'm beginning to think our killer's some kind of government nutcase.
The duty station in San Diego, where is it?
It used to be on the Pacific Southwest University campus, but they're closed now for a couple of years. Use your phone, Bob?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you.
How about this guy, Jim Cross? They found him dead this morning. You showed me a picture of him with Evan Long. Now, he's got to fit in somewhere.
Yeah, and here's another unanswered question. What was really in that dairy container?
I'm certain it was a federal payroll. I mean, they ship federal receipts by rail all the time.
Well, I don't think so. My gut says that's wrong. This doesn't make any sense. I just wish the hell I knew where this house was. Maybe we can rent a helicopter and look for it from the air.
I gotta run to the county jail, guys, where they're holding this serial rapist for me to interview. See, I've been working on this paper, and they're gonna transfer him in the morning. So somebody give me a ride?
We're on our way. Hope you feel better, Bobby.
Here comes the rabbit. Sweetheart, I'll be all right.
Greyhounds.
Hi.
Hello there.
I'm Dr. Mochizuki. I'm here to interview
Prisoner 36892.
We have a problem in the holding cell. I called one of ours, but I'm afraid it may be too late.
I'm a psychiatrist. We do have to go through medical school. Maybe I could just look at him for you.
That'd be great. I don't know what I'd do if you hadn't come.
You always wear high heels?
You're cute.
I know.
At first, I just thought he was drunk. He was running a fever. Excuse me, fellas. His name is Jesus.
Hola, Jesus.
What do you think it is?
You get this man an ambulance. Radiation therapy. Right to the hospital, and you alert the hospital that he's coming. Where did you get these burns?
Whatever was in there is radioactive.
Let's put this together. Radioactive material, Jim Cross from Water and Power, Evan Long, and Hector.
You're thinking what I'm thinking? The nuclear power plant at San Onofre has a breeder reactor?
Right, yeah, and Evan Long is a spy. Now, he could be selling it to a terrorist or to any country that was trying to develop a nuclear weapons program. Did Jesus say where the house was, where they dropped the canister?
Rancho La Loma. House at the top of the hill.
Let's go.
Chance.
So what you got?
I love it. I love it. I'm on parole. You asked me to commit a felony trespass? No thank you. No way to go, John. Just, what you got?
If you want an award, just give yourself one. Are we going to get in or not?
Hey, that's another bone I gotta pick with you guys. Elmer says he's not gonna let me have that benefit unless you guys have a change of heart. What's that? Have you ever looked an orphan in the eye, Chance, and had to say no?
Man, you are a real tough ride. Just tell me, can we get in without setting off alarms?
Not unless you've got wings, brother. Well, security is really tight. I couldn't get close to the pool. The heater to the pool was turned off, though. Laser traps set everywhere, ardent, resonant cameras. It's definitely a go-next-door house.
Huh. Hey, John, you're talking real current stuff there.
For the past year, my cellmate was a very hip jewel thief. And we did have a lot of time to talk.
Bob, too much. Moach was right. You and JoJo better get us a warrant and move fast. They shut off the heater to the pool, and that's probably where it's at. And bring Sheriff Elmer Whitaker with you. Thanks.
What's in the pool? Well, what's going on here, Chance? Hey, I want to go home, man.
Have a sandwich.
Oh, cucumber and whole wheat. Man, you really do know how to live, don't you?
We're talking 7 grain, John.
Wow. I think I'll stay here. My hand shakes when I see people get arrested.
Nobody invited you. What is he doing here?
Had him case the place.
Chance, your memory is worse than I thought. Have you forgotten this guy steals?
We got company, front gate. What is it?
Sheriff's office. We'd like to come in. You mind opening this gate?
Sorry.
We got us a warrant. Now open the gate.
Gentlemen. Ma'am?
Nice to see you again, Mr. Long.
I don't think I know you.
Is that Evan Long?
Sure is.
Mr. Long? You're under arrest. That's a federal warrant.
Mi casa, su casa. Open the gate. Come on in, folks.
I'll take that.
Hands behind your back.
Let's check the pool.
Move.
This is a case of mistaken identity. My name is not Evan Long. It's Charles Watkins.
Well, we'll deal with that downtown once we check your prints.
What is it you think you're gonna find back here?
The canister with used power rods in it from the Water and Power Company. That's what you stole from the train.
Well, that's one vivid imagination you got there, sir.
That canister's gotta be cracked. This whole area's hot. There it is. Guys, this stuff is nuclear-grade plutonium. You could make a nuclear weapon out of it.
Hold it right there. Put your hands up. Throw your weapons into the pool.
Come on, get my cuffs off!
It's not a suggestion. Drop 'em.
Guess we know why you came down from Washington now, don't we, Mr. Glass?
Take Miss Galena. Put her out in the van with the rest of them.
Get up! Come on, get up! Get going. Come on, move!
I hate to think my life's come down to whether John Dolan's paying attention.
Weird a character, John.
You guys are the insurance policy. Anything goes wrong and I'll light you up.
Well, this is not working out the way I planned. Well, it's been an hour. We're in deep soup here. I'm sorry, fellas. Maybe the boy was right. Maybe we should have just found a bench somewhere.
We really went down hard. The old days, we would have done a whole lot better.
Who are you kidding? In the old days, you were never that good. I can get you out, but first you got to tell Elmer down there it's okay for me to have my benefit.
Benefit? You mean you're gonna sit there and try to cut a deal with us?
I'm trying to help out the widows and the orphans, and I'm being scrutinized for this by you two old fools. As if I was trying to sell Florida swampland or something. Come on.
Jonathan.
Yes, Chauncey.
You get us out of here, and I will not only see to it that you get your benefit, but I'll agree to be the guest of honor.
I'm sorry, Chance, but it's a little late for that now. I already printed up the programs. Now we got to get Bob to accept the Thurgood Marshall Distinguished Jurist Award.
Well, Bob accepts.
No. I don't want to be a part of that.
Bob, you accept. Let's go.
Bob? Now we're talking. Here, Chance, take this. Don't ask me where I got it.
Where'd you get it? This was in my apartment.
Let's not quibble over details. Now take this rope, tie it to that door over there, with a knot that won't slip, and get out of the way. Okay. Let's see what you got, baby.
Good afternoon. I'll take the piece.
Where are they taking that canister?
Answer.
To the private airfield at the naval station. It's a big press event. A food drive for Somalia.
Give me his piece, Chance. I'll keep him covered.
Thanks, John. Who's under my bed?
The sad commentary on your sex life.
You broke into my house.
I'm taking a fifth on that. Look at that, just like a John Ford movie.
Excuse me, where's Mr. and Mrs. Burke? I want to interview them about the food drive.
They're not here. Mr. Burke fell ill.
What? Can you tell us more about it?
Look, there's hungry children who need this food.
Is
Excuse
that all you could... Come on, let's get them through all the loading. Maybe have the plane taken off.
Tower, this is November 461 Charlie Alpha. Flight 3 for Somalia, requesting clearance for immediate takeoff.
1 Charlie Alpha, you're cleared via taxiway 7 to runway 15.
1 Charlie Alpha, roger, taxiing to runway 15.
They must be using the food drive to smuggle the nuclear power rods out of the country. That's gotta be it.
Tower 1 Charlie Alpha, request straight-out departure from runway 15.
1 Charlie Alpha, stand by. You're cleared for takeoff.
1 Charlie Alpha, roger.
If it gets airborne, knock it down. Aim for the engines.
If we knock it down, we're going to have high-grade plutonium all over the field.
Yeah, this whole area's gonna be hot for 200 years.
Folks, you got my glasses? These old ones ain't worth a hoot.
Yeah.
Drop the gun! You're under arrest for the murder of Sharon and Hector Hernandez.
What if I don't want to be arrested, old man?
And I'm going to put you in another category. Hold it! Get your hands behind your back. Get him back there!
Chance! Oh, damn. Look at that.
You okay? It hurts worse than I remembered.
Think. That's the secret. Think. Use your head. I wondered why the Siamese twins moved to London till I realized probably that the other one wanted to drive for a while. Think. Why would a Japanese kamikaze pilot even bother to put on his helmet? Think. You would never say to an older man, no hard feelings. You wouldn't say that.
Not much of a turnout.
Yeah. Well, I don't want the money or the plaque. I want to know what this guy is up to. I just can't figure it out. Now, he gave $3,000 to Elmer for the Widows and Orphans Fund. There's 16 people out there, plus a few old friends. How is he making money? I don't get it.
That beats the hell out of me.
Showtime. Now just keep the speech short. You like to keep things moving, okay?
Yeah, we wouldn't want to bore those 20 people out there.
Just remember, friend, when you go to court in front of a jury, you are putting your fate in the hands of 12 people who weren't smart enough to get out of jury duty. Thank you very much. Right now, it's time to meet the man who is responsible for putting all these great benefits together, Mr. Jonathan Wingate Dolan. Thank you. And now the highlight of the evening. The Judge Thurgood Marshall Award for Distinguished Jurist goes to Judge Robert Smith, retired. Come on out, Judge, get your check and your plaque and say a few words.
Make it brief. They're fading.
How can you tell? Thanks.
Great speech, Bob. A little short, but just clogged with emotion.
Thank you, Judge. That was absolutely adequate. Hey, thank you folks for being with us. That winds up our program, and good night and God bless.
Would you believe it? $10,000.
Huh. Well, now all we can hope is that it bounces and we get him for hanging paper.
It's not gonna bounce. I'm not that lucky. Why don't you take it and give it to the people it's intended for, the widows and children of dead policemen?
Well, that's very noble of you, Bob. But you still got your plaque. Finally got you some justice, honey. Rest in peace. What happened to my keys?
There they are.
I remember putting them there now.
Want these? You left them at the office last night.
I did?
If you hadn't left us watching a card Chauncey, you'd have probably misplaced it, too. What?
I know how you do it. I just figured it out.
Do what?
Making money on those corny PBL benefits.
Widows and the children get the money, Jen.
You oversold the house.
If I'd oversold the house, there'd have been a riot, man.
Oh, no. No riots, because nobody goes to a policeman's benefit, huh, Mooch?
Nobody.
Huh, Bob? Huh?
Well, me and the wife, we go every year.
I'm talking about the average person, Bob. They just buy the ticket, they throw them away. And you could have sold 10,000 of them, and you still wouldn't have filled the house, huh? Huh?
There's no law against that, is there?
Well, this isn't a question of the law, man. It's a question of integrity. Is nothing sacred? What's next? Wooden nickels?
Just take a couple of them.
You guys got to get a life. You know that?